And later this morning on Spotlight, Michelle Hall Edwards, Deputy Chief Counsel for the Legal Aid and Defenders Association, and Terrence Keith, Chief Deputy Wayne County Treasurer, have some important advice for taxpayers who may be in danger of losing their property. It's Sunday, March the 20th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight on the News. Michelle Hall Edwards, welcome to Spotlight. It's a pleasure having you. Some say that it's a bad economy, some say it's just a sluggish economy, and then there are some who say that we're on the rebound. The fact of the matter is there are a lot of people who are either out of work or aren't making the money that they used to make and are having a tough time paying the bills that they need to pay, chief among them taking care of your property and paying that mortgage. How bad of a problem is this in Wayne County, which is an area that you have some jurisdiction over?
Well, the numbers that we were given probably the early part of February were that there were 2,000 occupied properties that were on the foreclosure list in Wayne County, which means that there were 2,000 occupied homes where residents stood a chance of losing their homes for failure to pay their 2002 property taxes.
The deadline is coming up. March 31st is a date that they ought to be very concerned with.
Yes.
Because if those property taxes aren't paid by March 31st, that's when they run into the trouble area.
That's correct. The property's completely gone. March 31st is the deadline to redeem your property. These properties have already been foreclosed upon, which means that there's already been a court proceeding and an order entered by the court indicating that the County of Wayne can now take ownership of these properties. We're in the redemption period, which means that by March 31st, individuals must pay all of the taxes as well as any penalty and interest that have come due. They must pay those in full by March 31st, or the next thing that will happen is late summer there will be an auction held by the county in which anyone can come in and purchase those properties.
All right. Say I'm in that situation. I come to you. I don't have the money. I don't want to lose my property. What can you do to help? Is there anything you can do to help?
Sure. We try every possible avenue that we can try. We are aware of agencies that have emergency funds to assist homeowners in paying their taxes. There's also a procedure called a hardship, which allows you to file an application with the Treasurer's Office indicating that for some reason you're unable to pay your taxes. And there are 4 categories of individuals that would qualify for those exemptions. Or those hardships. There are minors that are heirs of property, so these would be minors that have acquired property through someone's death. There are individuals that are incompetent and therefore are unable to participate in the process. There are individuals that are within the federal poverty guidelines, as well as individuals that may have suffered some sort of hardship which makes them unable to pay the taxes. So that may be someone that was laid off, may have suffered a significant physical injury. What we're doing is if individuals contact us, even though the deadline has passed for the hardship applications pursuant to the law, we still attempt to file hardship applications on anyone that meets.
Because there's always a chance.
Yes, there's always a chance. And we've had a real good success rate in terms of filing those and getting assistance for people.
The timeline has been shortened, and I don't think a lot of people realize this in terms of the foreclosure process. Explain that.
That's correct, Chuck. Previously, there was a 6-year window before individuals actually lost their homes. Back in '99, new laws were passed that shortened the time period to 3 years. So people have to get moving. Yeah, people have to get moving a lot quicker than they did in the past.
We should probably clarify, first of all, that the Legal Aid and Defenders Association, that you do not charge people, correct?
That's correct.
All right. But there are people out there representing themselves as though they're working for you?
That's correct. As I indicated, Chuck, we sent out about 2,200 flyers, and that was an effort by all of our staff. We sat down in a big room, we ran off the flyers and mailed them to all the individuals that we were advised lived in properties that were in danger of being foreclosed upon. As a result of that campaign, some unscrupulous people out in the public got a hold of the flyers, and it's our understanding that they were going door to door, representing that they were employees of Legal Aid and Defender. We do not go door to door. We do not collect money for the Wayne County Treasurer's Office.
If people want to get in touch with your organization,
they should call area code 313-964-4111, and the special extension for this tax project is extension 6365.
All right. Michelle Hall-Edwards, thank you for joining us today on Spotlight with all of that very pertinent information, and we hope that people take advantage of it.
Thank you.